It was never an apple. Nope, never an apple. Never, not once in the history of histories did Eve or Adam eat an apple. Strange. Kind of as strange as our Sabbath never, ever being Sunday, but always Saturday. Yeshua's birthday never being December 25th. But I digress, because I could go on. But it was never an apple. I love my Father so much, my Holy Spirit, my best friend. I am unfortunately laid up with a knee injury, and well, with that, I've got no other choice but to rest. And to me, resting, I guess, is just staying off my feet, but more so, it's time to read. See, the enemy thought he would take me out, but all he did was give me time to make me stronger. But it was never an apple. It was a grape. It was a grape. It was clusters of grapes. How do I know? Well, I used to love to say because the Bible tells me so, but no, in fact, it does not. It used to, that is until Power of Hungry Men and the Board of Nicaea. Oh, now that was real Nicaea. Ooh, mad face, He yanked it, took it away. But yes, in fact, it used to be in our Bible. They couldn't get their grubby little fingers upon one Bible, the Ethiopian Bible, because it has always been, always has been, always will be, one would assume, in the Ethiopian Bible. And although power-hungry men burnt it, did everything, stomped on it, destroyed it, called it heresy, completely removed the Book of Enoch along with the rest of the Apocrypha, well, oopsie poopsie, despite his greatest effort, Satan's greatest effort, to remove the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth from us, by removing said books like the Book of Enoch, aw shucks, it reappeared in 1945. Where? Right alongside of the Dead Sea Scrolls. Mic drop, Abba. I wonder why Satan would take away these books. Oh, I already mentioned it. Because they hold the truth. And what is truth, my friends? Yeah, that's right. It's power. It was never an apple, not once in the history of ever. Enoch wrote a little song about it. Like to hear it. Here it goes. Well, it's not a song, but it's a book. It's a chapter in a book. Side note. You want a quick little peek in the behind the scenes and into your auntie's brain? I will use anything and everything for a bookmark. I'm not joking, yo. Because apparently on this day, I felt it was so important to mark the book. I used whatever I could find, and look what I found. A Q-tip. Oh, ease up, it's not used. But that's not the funny part. As I was thumbing through trying to find the right chapter, I saw the Q-tip, and instantly I thought to myself, because I'm a witty little thing, let he who has ears hear. Anyways, I digress. Book of Enoch, chapter 32. And after these fragrant odors, as I looked towards the north over the mountains, I saw 7 mountains full of choice nard and fragrant trees and cinnamon and pepper. And thence I went over the summit of all of these mountains far towards the east of the earth, and passed in above the Erythraean Sea, and went far from it, and passed over the angel Zotiel. And I came to the garden of righteousness. Oh. I saw from afar off trees more numerous than I, these great trees, 2 trees there, very great, beautiful, and glorious, and magnificent, the tree of knowledge, whose holy fruit they eat and know great wisdom. That tree is in height like the fir, and its leaves are like the carob tree. And here's the good part. And its fruit is like the clusters of the vine. Very beautiful, and fragrance of the trees penetrates afar. Then I said, how beautiful is the tree, and how attractive is it look. Then Raphael, the holy angel who was with me, answered me and said, Maisie loves this part. Hold on. This is the tree of wisdom, of which thy father old in years, and thy aged mother, Adam and Eve, who were before thee, have eaten, and they learned wisdom, and their eyes were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they were driven out of the garden. Oh my. Tell me again why this was removed. Oh, it was never an apple. It was the clusters of the vine, the fruit. It was grapes. The serpent beguiled Eve into eating the grapes of the tree of knowledge and wisdom of good and evil. It was never an apple.